Hi guys! In today's video, I'm going to be mixing pigments into slime and I hope that you enjoy this video. First up, we're going to start with one of my favourite things to do, and this is brushing duochrome pigment onto clear slime. A big batch of clear slime always shows the duochrome way more clearly than small ones, and the depth of the slime actually makes a huge difference as well. So I kept this really thin, and like you can see, this slime turned entirely green. It was so cool because I tried this in jiggly slime before where this looked mostly blue. To bring out more of the duochrome aspects, I put it in this pipette so I could grab the different angles of the pigment and see the colours shifting. To bring out more of the undertones, I decided to add some clear slime on top, and this brought out purple, which I didn't even think was present in this pigment, and this looks so beautiful when you press down on it with a racket. I had so much of the slime left, but I actually wanted to make a magnetic slime out of this. I added some iron fillings in and mixed it in, and this was so satisfying. It did dull the pigment a bit, but I honestly didn't mind too much. Next up, we have one of my favourite tricks for showing the different colours of pigment, and this is dropping water on it. Fun fact, the original way I started this was I had a really sticky jiggly slime and I needed to add some activator which comes in water, and then I saw how amazing the effect was. This colour was really interesting for me because when I mixed this into a small slime, it looked yellow to purple, and in this, it's definitely like a golden colour with a red undertone, and the yellow part is obviously the most prominent part, but it's so different from the smaller version of this that it's so interesting. Next up, I'm going to be mixing one of my favourite dyes into clear slime. This is an amazing glowing slime. It ends up looking purple on the top and then blue underneath. So when you mix pigment into this, I just couldn't even imagine what this would look like. So I chose a basic white one with a pink undertone to see what colours this would bring out. There were lots of white stripes throughout it, so I needed to knead it quite a lot. But once it was fully mixed in, the main colour was the colour of the dye. It was that purple blue, and then it had that gorgeous pink overtone to it, and it was so, so pretty. next slime I decided to mix up, and I wanted to use a white slime. For these, I always find neon pigments work really well, so I wanted to do a solid colour block of pink neon, and this takes so much pigment, and this might look like overkill, but trust me, it is the exact amount you need for a really pigmented slime. At first, when I was mixing this in, obviously I still had a ton on the absolute top of it, and like you can see, this doesn't end up super pigmented underneath, so I added more of the powder, and this ended up so gorgeous, so neon, and exactly what I wanted it to be. After the neon pigment one went so well, I decided to try a range of them, and this was really fun for me. I swirled on the top. Unfortunately, someone started mowing their lawn, so I had to leave it. It crumpled, I added more pigment, and that's why it ended up looking like this. But it was really fun to mix up, and it ended up being a beautiful colour. The next mix is a fall-inspired slime. I decided to add some glitter pigments for this, and I call them glitter pigments because I always find, even though they're glitters, they merge together and colour the slime in a certain way, and it looks like the colours have mixed. It doesn't look like they've stayed their separate colours like a normal glitter. And these, like I said, are inspired by fall. It's such a warm blend, and like you can see here, it turns into this gorgeous auburn colour with green undertones and red undertones as well, and it's so beautiful. I absolutely love this mix, and I couldn't be happier with how this turned out. Next up, we have my second favourite pigment in this whole video, and this is the thermal pigment. This is an orange to yellow colour shift, and the yellow comes about when it reaches a hot temperature. And when I was mixing this in, I noticed that the yellow parts that were going on my hands were just changing naturally through the colour. I found that in the slime medium, I did need to microwave it, and this went completely liquid, so I had to pour it over ice to regain the shape, but also regain the colour. This worked so beautifully, and it turned into a slime instantly as soon as it touched the bottle. Next up, I decided to do a blend of two of my favourite colours, pink and blue. First I scooped them on with a spoon, and then I moved it around with a spoon as well, and this just looks so pretty. It was one of those really nice, vibrant mixes that were really easy to do. And when mixing this in, this looked equally as gorgeous. There was more pink on the bottom, so it was just so fun mixing it in and getting to see the different colours. This ended up weirdly not being purple, ended up being just blue, which really surprised me because I did put an equal amount of both of them, but it was beautiful nonetheless. had one clear slime left, so I decided to do a gold pigment slime. And first up, I went ahead and added the pigment in, and I noticed really quickly that I added a bit too much in. So when I was scooping this around, I noticed a lot of excess on the side, and I decided to paint my hand with it and then transfer it into a black butter. I just used the one I had around, which was the Dope Slimes Back butter, and this was so much fun to mix in. It didn't actually have that much of an effect, so I added all the pigment that was around it, and again this didn't change the color. So then I added the gold slime, and it also did not change the color. So I don't know what it is about this slime. I don't know if it's just all black slimes do this, but I was really surprised by the effect of this. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and thank you an extra amount just for making it this far in this video. I hope you have an amazing week, and I will see you very soon. Goodbye!